Greetings and salutations. This is a Dragon Barrows video. In this video, I'm going to discuss on why WWE 2K22 they create a belt division that create a belt feature sucks. And it's just so like how they put like the creative belts in this game is very limited. Like, just say I wanted to create this WWF World Heavyweight Championship belt from Hulk Hogan 1996. You can't make it. Or have the Smoking Skull belt, instead of having heavyweight champion, you could even have tag team champions or whatever. You can't do that. And there's just so many belts that you could actually recreate. Or even with like something like this, instead of having heavyweight wrestling, you could even have tag team or something like that. Something along those lines. It's just when you go and you try to recreate, try to recreate, but try to create a belt that suits you. Like, I wanted to do a Smoking Skull belt with World Tag Team Champions on it instead of World Heavyweight title. And it just amazes me to see how idiotic they have done this. Even removal of nameplates, like on this belt here, they have the nameplate there, and it's just so ridiculous to have the nameplate pop up. A lot of wrestling organizations love the framework of this WWE United States Championship belt, but they don't want to worry about the flag. So they try to recreate it without the flag, and then in game, guess what? This bastard comes back. Even in something like my belt, the belt I got tattooed on my arm, they still have the nameplate. It's like the nameplate, which is ridiculous. Most wrestling companies do not have nameplates. They don't even have the side plates to facilitate, or they have the particular position where they can have new nameplates for each of their superstars. I just find it to be an absolute farce to go in just to, like, I've done this on more than one occasion, and this has happened for the like I go into Google and I go smoking smoking skull belt font. Like I look and I see identify the font used in this championship belt. And at times it's very hard to find the actual font for this belt. And with something like that, it's very impossible to make a particular belt that you desire. Like I used to work for Toy Mania, and I would try to design the belts as best I know how, with a very limited 2K20 stuff. But I thought, 2K22 has got to be much better in this category. No, they're not. They've actually gone worse. To think that they've taken away some font, like some reliefs that I need, and I have to track them down and do all this other stuff, upload it, and then have it on the belt. And it's just so stupid to think that something like this, you had to literally think about what can we actually do. Like I've seen I've just seen a picture of this pasted onto a championship belt, and that was it. Take away the side plates, take away the main plate, boom, that's it. That's the belt. And it's just so, as it's so ridiculous. Like, I want to get like over here it has like a crown up here, but it says ECW World Television Wrestling Champion. Again, I have to get the relief of the WWF World Heavyweight title after the Andre the Giant one. Put a gold like a bar over here. Make it gold. Put a black bar there. Put like a bar there. Do it red. Make the ECW black. Make the television in gold. And do the side plates in similar fashion. But you should be able to redo this. Instead of having heavyweight, you can actually have television or tag team or women's or United States. Or like you can have like United, then have States, and then heavyweight over here. And also, something along the lines of this belt. They have the classic 80s, not 90s, mid 2000s through to like 2021 Intercontinental title, like the old classic design. It's like, why can't we have this sort of thing, instead of having, it has something similar like what it has that sort of thing, but okay. And just do this WWF IC Championship belt. Images. Come on. Alright, here we go. It's like, why can't they do something like this? You know what I mean? Like, they can't, it's like, you can't write world and keep, like, the heavyweight wrestling champion. There's just so much stuff that the WWE has literally fallen down, and like the manufacturers of the belt of the company of the game have screwed up. They've literally screwed it up. It's like, oh, you can still download the belt designs and put them on the plates and that, and it'll be fine. I'm like, no. I want to be given like, I want to be given the opportunity to extend the side plates of the Intercontinental title, like extend it to make it look like the World Heavyweight title belt from WCW in early 2000s of WWE, like that sort of one. Or I like to do 6 side plates instead of having 4. I like the option, like there's so many options that are there, but yet they don't want to use it. And I'm just so amazed to think that they don't want to go down this path, because that's another company thing. sorry about this. I'm just so annoyed and so frustrated at the idea that you can't do the belts that you want. Like, I can't do the ECW World Tag Team titles as I so wish. And I'm going to there's just so many wonderful old school and you can see it there. World Tag Team Wrestling Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. That is the ECW uh, World Tag Team titles. And then you've got like this ECW World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. And you can't make that for some unknown reason. I've already made mention about the ECW Television Championship belt. WCW. Even doing something like that, which is the WCW Television Championship belt. It's just so daunting to think that the World Wrestling Federation has got world class championship wrestling and their belts. They've got American Wrestling Association and their belts. The ECW Championship, ECW and their belts, WCW and their belts. And it's just so stupid to think that they cannot, and I do repeat this, they cannot seem to get it right when it comes to designing these belts. Like with the WCW, like you can make the most beautiful belts that you want, but they're not allowing you to do it. For instance, I know you go, oh, well, what about doing like this? What about doing like that? I'm like, hang on. We need to be given the option to have like the templates of these belts. We need to have the option to reword, reword or even refont certain championship belts without the needing to like go onto font sites, type up what you want, do all what you need to do, download it, then upload it to the WWE 2K22 site. Then you have to download it on there. Then you have to go on your console, download it there, and just so much work for anything, you know. Even with just basic NWO thing, you know. I'm gonna go WCW NWO font. And it's just like, it's just so ridiculous in some points where like if you want to do just do it like that, and maybe want to change the color to silver, sometimes the silver mixes up with the white, and guess what? You need to you have to go into a transparent background generator and do all these other things and that. And it's just so, as I said, it's stupid because like you may want to change the color scheme. You may want to be able to do all these things for like an NWO, WWE European Championship or IC title or tag belts. But you have to do so much things to make the belt that you want. I thought, since it's a new belt, it's like not a new belt, it's a new game, you're able to do a lot more. They've got the 619 Your Way to Superstardom, which is Rey Mysterio. And you got so many other things to do, but it's not giving you so much. It's just not giving you the right tools to do things with. And I'm just so surprised to think that such incompetence can actually pass off as a good product. I know some of you guys will be going, "Oh, you're giving them a hard go." The reason why I'm giving them a hard go and calling them out on this stupidity is that they can do these things, but they're too freaking lazy to do them. Like, it's just like, Vince McMahon goes, "Oh, that thing alright," well, just they won't know about this, they won't know about that. Like, I can't even create a decent create a wrestler now because they screwed up something shocking with that, and now they're screwing up with they screwed up with that again. You should be able to write down what the title belt is, and of course they screwed up again with the name, with the introduction. Like, nowadays you can hear, like, if they had like Harold Finkel on the thing and they go, "From Sydney, Australia," you can actually have them say the Australian heavyweight title. But they don't say that. They have to go with like Atlanta. I'm like, hang on, this belt is from Australia, not Atlanta. So to that as well. And it's just it's just like you have to go through a whole heap of hoops to make a belt that maybe not even good enough to be classified as anything, you know. And I'm just so appalled to think that the like the WWE. Let me just scroll down here. WWE on Wikipedia. Okay. Personnel, no. 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 Ah, yes, WWE Network. And let me see what else is it. Yeah. Video program former show. Archival footage, okay. Like, again, they've got AWA, they've got Global Wrestling Federation, Mid-South Wrestling, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, World Class Championship Wrestling, Evolve, Progressive, Insane, and World Extreme Wrestling. And their belt designs and that. It's just that why can't they just allow that sort of content to be in the game itself? And I'm honest, and it's just so ridiculous to think that you can't make the like a Mid-South Wrestling championship belt, or a Smoky Mountain Wrestling, or World Class Championship Wrestling, or AWA, or Global Wrestling Federation. Those sort of belts, or rework those belts to make them look like more to the belt that you want. And I'm just so. And even with like the even independent wrestling content, like Evolve and Progress and Insane and World Extreme Wrestling, it's very hard. It's like you don't even have those sort of belt design, like those sort of designs and templates in there as well. It's time that in the 2020, like WWE 2K23, you gotta have all these things. You gotta have the championship belts. Like as I said before, what will make WWE 2K22 better is to have these sort of options where you can go, okay, I don't want to have a WWF Smoking Skull hardcore title. I want to make it an EC, like not like the Smoking Skull World Heavyweight title belt. I want to make it like a WCW hardcore title belt. I want to make it like a AWA um, uh, bare knuckles or brass knucks championship belt or something along those lines. But you, but then go, but you have to it's just like so stupid to think that you can't do that. It's copyright this, copyright that, copyright the other. I've seen on the on the actual game itself, people have just been cutting and pasting championship belts onto blank strap templates and go, all right, that's it, I'm done. You can have it in that. And there's no real work. There's no real work in these so-called championship belts. Where's the artistry? Where's the craft? And again, there's a concept of the WWE United States title. Nope. There's a concept belt that I love from the scene online. It looks like the old school Intercontinental title, but it's the US title. And there we go. Now that looks beautiful. And I don't know why I can't recreate it. As you can see, there's so many wonderful designs for championship belts. I know the fun of making the belt is doing this, and this, and that, and the other, and some others. But what about giving us the option to do everything in game? Like even in like the WWE 2K22 where you can actually download stuff. Why can't you pick out just say back to the United States Championship belt, erase like the United States and put tag team champion and the S over here for tag team champions. Like WWE tag team champions and can have like a beautiful background there. And other such designs as well. And it's just so as I said, it's just so ridiculous that they don't do this. Hell, I would love to replace ECW with like WCW and replace heavyweight with hardcore. So WCW World Hardcore Wrestling Champion, and replace ECW like over here. Take out ECW, put WCW there. You know, it's just so easy like that. It's just so simple. But they really want to make things hard for a lot of uh, content creators. So I just say that's a lot of stupidity on that part. And if you're working on WWE 2K23, put real customizations into your belt designing. Like, I don't want to be going down to the ring and have like the oval Intercontinental title with Intercontinental on there. I want to put down like tag team and have two men go down to the thing, or have the World Women's United States and have like the United States flag behind it, like, you know, waving, and just have the United States Women's heavyweight title and have the woman go down there, and even have like, say, Indian, like, come down to the ring, the Indian heavyweight champion, or the Indian cruiserweight champion, or the Indian this or Indian this and that and the other, Finnish this and the other, Mexican, European, like, oh, you got European, like English, Scottish, Welsh, Irish. You got Saudi Arabia in like a home, like in hometowns, but you don't have it in that. You can even have like a Middle Eastern, say, come down to ring the Middle East, like the ECW Middle Eastern champion, Hakeem Hassan, or something like that. Yeah, I'm just using that as a. I even have like the Asian Championship belt, or the Southern Asian Championship belt, or the Oceania Championship belt, because these are different regions that the WWE needs to think about. And let me just say, and again, it's just laziness that they don't go, like, oh, we got Atlanta. It sounds like Australia. We'll let them say, oh, have their Australian Championship belt confused with Atlanta. I'm like, you're not confusing Australia with Atlanta for nothing. Or Atlantic. You are going to have an Australian Championship belt. You're going to have a Japanese Championship belt. You don't even have Canadian or Mexican Championship belts, which is very ridiculous, you know. You have to have Continental or Mixed Martial Arts or some bullshit like that. But yeah, WWE 2K22 video belt designing sucks. You know it. I know it. The whole world knows it. The people who make this game, when you get to other games, be able to have these different options in there. Because it won't get used that much and it'll be taken out. And a lot of us gamers who love to design new belts just say we will not be taking it anymore. I am Dragon Barrows, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace.